Go, 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 go. All right, now we're doing this podcast again. We took a 2-week, maybe even 2.5 week hiatus because last time we did Ryan, which was last week of school. I think we did it on Tuesday, so I think it's been like 2.5 weeks, which is crazy. Today is June 10th. We're done. We're graduated. We graduated on the 3rd, so it's been like a week since graduation, which is, again, some crazy shit. We're doing a Senioritis podcast. This time we got Vaibhav in the studio, a.k.a. Lasia's car.
Lasia's mom's car.
Lasia's mom's car.
Yeah.
Lasia's playing the music in the back, and we're gonna do this. We have to finish it up. We have a couple more to do, so we can get this shit out of the way. Yeah, because Lasia and I have to do ours.
I thought I was the season finale, bro.
Dude, you can't be season finale because we haven't done Lasia and me.
Alright, then post this one after.
Okay, alright, whatever. Vaibhav has never listened to a podcast, but he is convinced that his is going to be the best one. I asked him, dude, let me say, I asked Vaibhav in the beginning, I was like, dude, come on, be on the podcast. And he's like, nah, man, I'm going to be the season finale because mine's going to be the best one.
That's true.
You did say that.
I did say that.
You got a lot to live up to, dude.
I don't know what I have to live up to.
You gotta meet those expectations.
The thing is, if I listen to your podcast and I think it's shit, I don't think I'll be able to keep that within me, you know? So I'm just being the most supportive I can be by not listening.
You're not gonna think it's shit. It's maybe you would. I don't know. It depends. People think it's people aren't like, no, the podcast is all right. People are either like, the podcast is really good, or they'll be like, yeah, I don't understand the point of it. So, you're probably one of those guys. You'll love this though, because it's all about you, and you're a narcissistic piece of shit. So, you will love this episode.
True.
I'm just messing with you. We mess with each other a lot. We argue a lot. We're good friends, but we have a lot of issues, right?
With each other?
I don't think with each other, because I don't have issues with you. But I think that, yeah, we have a lot of, like... Would you agree or no?
I would agree that we disagree, yes.
We disagree on a lot of issues, on a lot of stuff.
I think it's more of like our...
we have issues with each other's issues.
Yeah.
We have issues with each other's issues. I don't have issues with you as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your stance on something is just like questionable in my opinion.
Okay, alright, that works.
That's eloquently worded.
Anyway, Vaibhav. So like... You've gone through high school now. We're done with high school. You graduated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'd say that you were successful in high school career, right? You're happy with what happened?
For the most part.
But you weren't before. Like before, because I think this is really interesting. You in middle school was not you in high school. You were not the same guy.
Not at all.
You hated yourself in middle school.
Yeah, basically.
You did. And how would you describe yourself in middle school? Because I just hear stories from other people.
I'm gonna look at Lasia when I say this because he knew who I was. I was a loser. I was kind of nerdy. I cared too much
About like school.
Yeah. Tried really hard.
Yeah. Which is
got no bitches.
Which is weird because you realize after like you don't have to try middle school because like.
Yeah, and the worst part is the one time I had to try, which was in high school. I tried most of the time, but there's some times I just gave up.
Yeah. Well, not. I mean, I think you did pretty well. You got into your school that you wanted to go to since freshman year, so I don't think that's
the realest school.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, and I think that you've made a lot of efforts, like explicit efforts to not be how you were in middle school throughout high school.
I did.
I've noticed it. Like I've noticed that you've actually tried to avoid some things.
Yeah, because I know where that got me. Not very far.
Yeah. No, and you did sports in middle school. You don't do sports anymore now, which, you know.
Well, I did do tennis basically all 4 years.
Yeah, you did. You did do tennis. That's right. But now, like, how do you think that you've changed since then? What do you think the biggest changes have been?
Just,
I'm just way cooler?
No. I care, but I don't, like... I kind of just go with the flow. Like, if... I accept the fact that I'm going to fail some things, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, you don't freak out over tests, like, and cry.
Yeah, like, and the thing is, before... I would be like freaking out if I had like a 90, like holy shit. But like sometimes, like I always start the quarter with like a 70. I'm like, all right, I gotta get this up, this up. And I always, most of the time, end up do.
And did you have confidence in middle school?
Not really.
But now you have confidence, which now you at least have outward confidence.
Oh wow.
That you like.
Yeah.
put, you know what, but that's a good thing. You gotta fake it till you make it, right? You started out faking it. I think you actually gained some real confidence too, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you put out outward confidence, which you think that has helped you a lot with a lot of things, right?
Fake it till you make it, right?
Right? It has helped with a lot of things. With the chicks, with the.
Yeah.
You're happy with the changes you've made for sure.
Yeah. I think I've become a more interesting person.
Okay. All right. I'm getting you. I know that a lot of the so we have. I know that you have insecurities. I know that I have insecurities, but like the confidence sort of has to like ignore that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What are your insecurities?
That's a good question. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think you like.
I asked Red that question. You know what Red said?
None.
Exactly.
He said none?
He said none. Do you have any or no?
I do. I think it stems back to, the days before kind of went to puberty. I wasn't very attractive.
You put a lot. I remember once at the library. You put a lot of emphasis on that because I remember once at the library you were because you got sick this year, right?
Okay.
You got sick this year, and we were at the library, and you were like, dude, I'm sick, and like you can tell it in my face, like, and it's so bad, especially for me because like. I value myself because I'm so attractive now that like, and I value my looks so much.
I do value my looks because I used to be so ugly that I don't want to go back to that place anymore. But I think like my looks definitely helped me with like quote unquote game. With like
game.
Yeah.
How would you describe game?
I think the ability to kind of. I don't like the way people say get girls, you know what I'm saying? What kind of influence, yeah, okay. Kind of like.
And when did that? That wasn't like freshman year. That was like when did that start to happen for you? Like sophomore year.
I just woke up one day and I was
Shut the fuck up.
I was like, I'm gonna be good at this. No.
So did you practice or what? Because there's one funny story with Juan, where like. He was like talking to, I think, Demi about some girl. You know what I mean? He was talking to Demi about some girl, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I just wish that like I could work on my game a little bit because I don't think it's bad, but like I wish I could work on it a little bit better." And then you came in, and then you were like, "Juan, you gotta stop being a pussy ass bitch or something." And then you like turn around, and you walk out.
Oh, did I do that?
What did you say? You didn't say that. You said
I don't remember the situation.
You don't remember the situation? He was talking to Demi, and then as you walked out, Juan whispered to Demi, he's like, "I wish I could be like that." Like Vaibhav.
Oh, I know what
was he saying? Or what did you say?
That was this year.
Yeah, it was this year.
And we were in the student parking lot, and we were talking about prom, and I was just like, Juan, I swear to God, I might just go with you, but you're the one that's wearing the dress because you're a bitch. And then I walked away because I had to leave.
And then Juan, I was like, I wish I could be like that.
Yeah. I don't know what to say to this.
So like, what is that what you would describe as game?
No, because that wasn't even. I think game is like more direct towards like the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For us girls, yeah.
Okay, I feel you.
Like that. I don't know how that constitutes as game.
You don't think? Well, that's really. Confidence. And isn't game just confidence?
It's exuding confidence.
Yeah. So I think that's what he meant by it. I still got to do part 2 for the podcast.
Why part 2?
Because I said I would do part 2, and now I'm stuck doing part 2.
He thought he'd changed completely.
I thought, yeah.
In the 3 days he went to Stanford.
Yeah, I thought he'd like go through a life-changing experience, and we could talk about that. But
we should have a part 2 after part 1.
Nah, dude, I'm sick of doing this.
Fuck you.
I'm sick of doing this for real. So yeah. I mean, do you have anything else to say about like how you've changed since about your transformation? I guess you know what else has transformed? Your hair. You changed your hair.
I guess.
Right. That's a big trend.
I'm not gonna do well on this podcast because you can't see my facial expressions. You know.
No, about how stupid I am sometimes. Yeah. Any other stuff you want to talk about for that aspect or no?
I mean, you know me more than I know myself, right? So how have I changed?
How have you changed? I'd say it's just that mostly. I'd say it's just the confidence. I'd say the confidence has just changed. But the thing is that like, I don't know. I know you so well that I know that it's not all real, and you know that it's not all real. But it's something that like you gotta do. Like fake it till you make it is true.
It helps.
I mean, it is true. Like
everybody has their insecurities, you know.
Like you even said so. Like once, didn't you say like once you went up to a group of girls, and you're like, I want to make that one like me, so I'm gonna talk to the other one. Only. And be very confident about it.
I don't recommend doing that because
and
that's
then,
kind of
but
an asshole.
that was like towards the beginning of like when you started to be a little more confident because you were like, and then you realized like, dude, if I can act very confident, people will catch on to that and believe me, and then eventually if everyone believes I'm confident, I'm gonna be confident. That was like, do you remember? You remember that? That was like sophomore year.
I know you're talking. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that
but
was.
I don't think that's a good like. I've changed in the way like I think I care more about other people.
Yeah.
Like I would not do that again because I just played with that person. It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
By me.
And she didn't like you for that long. It was just a second.
It was. Yeah.
Because like you didn't ever like add on to that. It was just that one occasion.
When I found out that she liked me, I stopped talking to the other person.
Yeah, I feel you. So, can I tell the story about? Because you got a girlfriend junior year, right? Was your first girlfriend?
No, I don't like that story.
Can I tell a story about
because
the
you always exaggerate everything.
I have to exaggerate your stories, Vaibhav. That's what makes them so funny.
I'm already a character. When people say Vaibhav, they're like, oh, that kid's a character. I never know what it means, but I've heard people say that. But
people other than me?
Yes.
Who?
I don't know. Just like I've heard it multiple times. But my point is, I don't like the way you tell the story because you just make it seem...
It's so funny. So we're at homecoming.
It's your podcast.
We're at homecoming. You can tell embarrassing stories about me, all right?
Bro,
if you got any.
Your whole life is an embarrassing. I'm just kidding.
So no, seriously. So I'm at the homecoming with Vaibhav, and I'm scared because I don't like dances, and Vaibhav likes dances, and he's like, these homecoming past years were great, and he's like, dude, homecoming's great because you gotta grind, man. You gotta grind on people. Grind. Granted, he's changed a little bit since then. This was homecoming junior year. But he's like, you gotta grind, dude. Grind. This is when Vaibhav was a horn dog.
Hey, it works for me, okay?
And I'm like, nah, dude, I don't want to. Mostly because I didn't want to, but also because I was scared. I was pussy. But he's like, you gotta grind. I'm like, nah, dude, I don't want to. And he's like, nah, dude, see that girl over there with the fat ass? Go grind on her. And I'm like, nah, dude, I'm good. And he's like, alright, if you won't, I will. And then you get into like a train of grinding. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
That was so funny because the funniest part was that like a week later I saw you in econ and you're like sort of just on your phone and you look like sort of sad and I'm like, dude, what's wrong? And you're like, man, you know that girl from homecoming? And I'm like, the girl with the fat ass? And you're like, well, I think I caused some feelings. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was funny. That was funny. That's the best, like, where you met someone story.
You know what? Yeah. You know, all the relationship stories that are all romantic and shit, that's not real. Okay?
No, they make those up.
They make that shit
up. Can you imagine?
Mine just started with, I wanted to get some ass, right?
Can you imagine, like, if her parents asked you, like, so how do you guys meet? And you told that story?
I would seriously just be like, you know, I looked across the room. And I just knew.
My eyes caught her ass. Like, not her eyes. Like, our eyes didn't meet. My eyes met her ass. Yeah. So that's. I don't know. I think that's funny.
It's pretty funny, I guess.
And so that was. But you had So that was your. How long was it?
That was like in November, right? Like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2014.
Yeah.
Props.
So it lasted like. What, 6? It was pretty long.
6 months.
For high school, dude, that's decent. That's pretty decent. So, and then you decided that wasn't like your thing. You didn't really like the whole relationship thing as much.
You know when people say like, when you're in a relationship, you want to be single. When you're single, you want to be in a relationship? That is completely true.
It is?
Yeah, but like, I wasn't like that in the beginning. I was happy. And then, you know.
How many months in did you start to get like...
We get into arguments every once in a while.
Yeah.
About like, you know,
Remember, I was there for the first date with her. Remember?
That wasn't really a date.
That was like you just the first time you hung out with her and her friends. Remember we went to the movies?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, you're like, Michael, come with because she's bringing her friends. I need someone to be there, so it's not just me and her friends.
Yeah.
So yeah, I came with, and I think didn't you pay for my ticket because mine didn't work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was a different time.
Okay.
That was a different time.
Well, yeah, I went with you there, and like, I ordered popcorn and soda because I'm fat and sad. I wasn't trying to get with anybody. I was trying to get with the popcorn and soda. That was my goal.
Hunger Games. That was the Hunger Games.
Yeah, it was.
The second one, right?
Yeah. That was my goal for the night, was the popcorn and soda. And I think I had already seen it too, to be honest with you.
I don't know. I think it was in the theater, so it wasn't like that old.
Yeah, and I was and so I got popcorn and you got soda and you're like, I need the soda for like the condensation.
Oh my god.
Do you remember that?
My hands get clammy sometimes when I get nervous.
Yeah, so you got the soda and you just use the...
I just use the cup for like condensation, yeah.
That was funny, dude.
No, I had everything planned out though. Like in my mind I was like, alright, like I gotta like make sure like I had like plans Z, like that shit was like every possible thing that could have fucked up I had a backup
for that night.
For almost everything I do, because I know things never work out the way they're supposed to.
Plan Z.
I always make sure. I was like, oh shit. And I think I'm pretty clean cut when I need to be, which is,
We have a lot of memories
we do.
from high school.
Yeah.
You were like my first friend. Do you know that?
I think I knew that. Yeah.
You're my first friend, like the first new friend that I made in high school. Like I knew some other people,
yeah.
but
you were very social because you like semi-knew people.
Yeah, right. You were like the first person I met and then knew.
Yeah.
Because
I think honestly though we were friends by convenience because we lived so close to each other.
I think so, but it wasn't like that at first. Because like you were the first person that I talked to. Because you remember we had both had Spanish first period, and we both sat next to each other by chance. Dude, that's a love story. That's better than that's a better love story
than my prom story.
Than the beginning of your relationship.
Yeah.
We sat next to each other by chance, and that's how we became friends.
For the next 4 years.
For the next 4 years. Yeah. Do you feel like that though? Like I feel that sometimes. Like I'm friends with Lasia, I'm friends with Juan, I'm friends with you, and I'm friends with Gabby, but we all live in the same area.
Yeah, but like I feel you.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes I wonder about that. Like I'm not really that good friends with someone that lives far away. Like I'm not friends with any of the holiday kids.
I'm like lately, especially I've been like pretty close with Will. I don't know. I think him and I see eye to eye on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like our like morals are like the same, you know what I'm saying?
Will would be the only like exception that I could think of because he's like by Mitchell.
Yeah, he's the furthest one basically.
Yeah. I think. And that was something, like, with Will, I never hung out with him. I think a lot of it was because I didn't live near him. Yeah.
But he also doesn't, like, hang out with kids that went to golf that much.
Yeah.
So it's like a double whammy type situation.
Yeah. Yeah, I always wonder about that, too, about, like, if I'm friends with you.
With convenience?
Yeah, or Gabby, or Lasia, or Juan by convenience.
I mean, the thing is, like...
I don't think that that's true, though. Because I actually like you guys better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that I'm lucky to have lived by you guys, honestly.
That's nice, man. I don't know, like, Gabby and the two of us kind of drifted apart a little bit.
What do you mean?
Movie nights that we used to have.
Dude, with Gabby? Yeah, I was so close with Gabby for a long time. I was so close. Yeah,
the thing is, like, you have such a, like, up and down relationship with her. I feel like her and I always just, like, steady. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's never hated you.
I don't think she's ever hated me. Except, you know, with Water Wars, when I didn't give her my wristband. But that was for, like,
dude, but that's nothing even close to how much she's hated me.
No, she still hates you.
She still hates me.
I love you, Gabby, though, if you're listening.
I sent her a long-ass text.
The other day?
A day or yesterday, the day before.
About what?
About everything, and it was like a long ass text.
You and a couple other people are like the fucking masters of like sending long unnecessary messages. You know, you just like put so much pressure on the other person, and after a while you're tired of scrolling. Like, how long is this shit? Like, it's longer than our EEs and shit like that. Like,
yeah, dude, that message that I posted, because I posted something in our little club. That was 2,000 words.
I know, and I was just like, I read it, but I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like,
I'm getting sick of this. Yeah, I messaged her.
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty concise for the most part, except when I'm writing an essay.
Which is good. I try not to drag them out too long, but
yeah,
I try to say everything at the same time.
I feel like for me though, like I don't think I'm capable of like having a long ass message like that because, like I can't stay focused for that long. You lose patience. Yeah, I just lose patience with it. And like I have a really good memory, so if I think about one thing, it leads me to think about like a whole series of things, and then I'm just gonna like start.
You got ADD.
No, because I think about like everything just like fits in, you know. Everything's a story, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
so you wouldn't be. So if you were to write a long message, it wouldn't end.
Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
It wouldn't end, and I would just be so annoyed with it.
Okay.
Because I'm like, oh, I forgot. I need to mention this. I need to talk about this.
God, how many long messages have I sent people over the years?
You know how many times I've said no? Almost every single
to every
time.
single, like, I used to ask you before I'd send one, you'd be like, dude, don't send that, and I always send one.
Why do you not listen to me?
How many have I sent Gabby? Dude, I've probably sent Gabby, like...
A lot. Too many.
I've sent Gabby more than 5, probably, which is too many.
Definitely.
Yeah. 1 is too many.
So, I don't think I've ever sent
movie nights. That was something that was cool. Because how did that happen?
Convenience.
We lived really next to each other, and we wanted to do movie nights together. We invited Lasia to the first couple ones, and Lasia's like, this isn't fun. And Lasia, do you remember that?
I didn't go to any.
Yeah, you did.
No, you didn't.
You went to one.
I never went to one.
You went to one. Because I remember you brought your laptop. Yeah, dude, I remember. It was at Vaibhav's house.
Yeah, maybe.
That was just a...
I remember you went to one, and then you're like, I don't want to do this.
I don't know. We had a good time with it. And then your dumbass caught feelings and just ruined everything.
Well, I had feelings before.
Alright.
That was just an excuse to hang out with her.
Yeah.
I had feelings way before. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's really, dude, yeah.
That's kind of what started it.
Yeah, moving, because that was the beginning of sophomore year. We would go to each other's houses and watch movies. It lasted probably like 3 months, where every Saturday or whatever we go to each other's house and watch movies till however late.
Yeah, it's pretty nice though.
It was a nice thing.
I think, was it sophomore year? Because I knew I was able to drive at one point.
Beginning of sophomore year.
Yeah, and then it became more sporadic and just like not really consistent.
Yeah, and then we just stopped because
you fucked everything up.
Yeah, because it was first semester, dude. I fuck up every single friendship I have with any girl. I've always fucked up.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. So, but I always fuck it up after.
Even girls that I don't like, I just can't be around females because I always fuck it up. I seriously can't.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, because that was like beginning of sophomore year. That was like first semester, and then February I fucked it up. Right?
Yeah.
That's one of my best memories, dude. Is February 14th at your house.
At her house.
At your house. Remember February 14th?
That's Valentine's Day.
That was Valentine's Day. I slept over your house.
You slept over multiple times.
Yeah, dude.
What happened? Was it with... Oh my god, yeah. That was so stupid because... Just tell them, it doesn't matter. They're all like pretty relaxed.
Yeah, I went over to Robert's house and got drunk as fuck.
And I didn't.
No, he didn't.
I was taking care of your dumbass.
Yeah.
And I was just like... And he's just like crying, not really crying, but like complaining, like spilling his emotions about Gabby. And I'm just like, stop thinking about her. And he kept going on his phone, like, I'm gonna call her, I'm gonna message her. So I deleted her number off his phone. And he's like, I still remember it. 237.
I had it memorized. I did.
And because of you, I still remember it.
I did. Oh my god, you're right. That's so funny.
You're like, I still remember it. And then like
237, right?
Yeah, 237 6012.
Yes, 6012.
Yeah, we should probably, get.
Nah, they're fine.
Okay.
They're fine, dude. I did have it memorized.
Because of you, I remember it. Yeah, you asshole.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and then like every 5 minutes, he tried to convince me, give me my phone back, man. I'm not really drunk. I'm just acting. I'm like, no, you're not. You're fucking stupid. Like, couldn't deal with this. And ever since then, I barely invite him over, and I never offer any drinks.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore. That was a one-time thing, but it was nice.
For you.
It wasn't nice for you.
I was so, like, concerned.
Dude, I was, that was the first time I ever did any sort of thing.
Yeah, now
that was the first.
You.
Yeah, I don't do any. What are you talking about?
Wait, any sort of thing?
Well, I don't do, like, I don't do drugs all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
You ever drink or anything?
I think you're more open to it, though.
Yeah.
I think if you had a bit like access to it, you'd do it more.
Yeah. No, I always say that a lot. That I worry about that. That if I was ever,
if you had the capability of
if I hung out with a different group of friends, I'd be an alcoholic.
If they had access to it.
If I had friends that drank a lot, I would be an alcoholic.
Yeah, I think so. I think like since like I have a lot of alcohol in my house for the most part, I don't drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know it's there if I need it, but I really don't want to need it.
Right.
You know.
I feel you.
Like, but I know how to have a good time when I need to have a good time.
Yeah, I slept over your house a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Remember, we always tried to do movie marathons, you and I would.
Yeah.
And then we'd never get through, like, we'd always want to do the Batman trilogy.
The thing is, we'd always, like, get, like, 5 minutes in, like, fuck this, let's just, like, talk about our feelings, right? Yeah. And that's all we ever do. Yeah. For, like, all 3 movies, you know?
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
And then usually we'd fall asleep before the third one even started. Usually before the second one started is when we fall asleep.
I don't think we'd fall asleep, but yeah, we'd talk for a long ass time.
Pause the movie and shit.
Yeah. And then like when it's getting really late, we start like really quickly going through the movie, and then we're like, oh, this reminds us of this, and then we pause it again.
Yeah, we talk. Yeah, man. How many times did you say my life? Twice. The second one, you didn't actually say my life. I didn't really. No, because the first time I remember
there was potential.
Yeah, no, I could have. I might have slipped, but I probably wouldn't have. No, because freshman year, Vaibhav and Will and I, it was like an AP workshop after school.
Yeah.
And it was like at 2:00. It was at 2:00. School ended at 1:40, and we wanted to go get drinks from 7-Eleven. And it was before we had cars, because this was freshman year.
Yeah.
So we walked over to 7-Eleven down Madison, and. I think it was when we were coming back. I was like just focused.
No, we were going there. I remember.
Okay, yeah, we were going there, and I went to cross the street to get to 7-Eleven, and I didn't look both ways. And Vaibhav like, dude, and grabbed me, and a fucking big ass like pickup truck went boom right in front of me. Like I actually almost died then. I really did. So thank you for saving my life at that point. And then the other time, which was more of a funny thing than anything else, was...
Yeah, I don't really consider the saving. I don't really consider the first one, because I did it out of instincts, you know? I didn't really, like...
Yeah, but I didn't look. Like, I don't know why I didn't look.
No, because you're, like, so excited, like you always are and shit.
Yeah,
like,
that's really stupid. I almost killed my entire family last night.
Real?
Yeah, dude, because I used the little toaster oven.
Okay.
And,
I'm really tired.
Lasia's tired, so the music's done.
It's okay.
Lasia's sick as hell.
Some chance.
Yeah, so I think I had the toaster oven on last night, and
You caught fire?
No, I went upstairs. I was gonna go to sleep, but then I was like, dude, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna go get a drink of water, and I went and saw that the toaster oven was on, and it had been on for like 45 minutes, and it was like so hot. I turned it off, and I was like, oh shit, dude. If I'd gone to sleep, I would have started a fire and killed my whole family. So, yeah, dude, I almost kill myself way too often. And the other time...
Maybe just, like, secretly just really depressed.
Maybe. The other time, we turn on some music?
Get some chance to rap.
We got to. We gotta do something. We gotta do something out here. Ambient music for airports. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, let's make this one go all day. This podcast all day.
We can. I got till 4. Best one. If we can't do the best one, we'll do the longest one.
Yeah, we'll win something.
Yeah.
Right? We'll win something.
We'll win some sort of thing. And then the second one was when I stuck both my legs out Miss Ferry's window, because Miss Ferry's classroom's on the second floor.
Yeah.
And I stuck both my legs out, and you pulled me back in, but before you pulled me back in, there was some like lady outside by the bus loop, because it was after school, like around dismissal time, and she's like, ah! because she thought I was gonna jump out.
So she really, like, in her perspective, she probably saw your body fly in and was like, holy shit, did I just witness? Like,
yeah, some guy almost killed himself. Yeah, dude.
The thing is, like, it's only second story. The worst that would have happened is you just breaking your legs and fucking yourself over for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
But...
And then you'd have a real reason to be depressed.
Yeah. Shattered both my legs.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That was a funny thing, though, because, like...
You always... Like, that year, I think, was, like, your peak of stupid things that you just, like...
Sophomore year?
Yeah.
Well, that was when my confidence was at its highest.
Yeah, probably.
Was that your peak?
Damn.
Dude, that was my life peak, yeah.
So far.
Dude, so far? No, because, yeah, my confidence was peaked sophomore year, and then...
You're pretty confident now.
You've said that. You've said that I've gotten a little more arrogant.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's different. I was confident... I'm confident in a different way now. I was confident then in, like...
Yeah, you were confident in yourself then, but now you're more, like, stern on your beliefs and, like, you refuse to, like,
And my
waver.
opinions and thoughts, yeah.
So...
Does that bother you?
I sometimes feel like you can't really, like, look at the other perspective, you know?
You think?
Yeah.
Like, with what specifically? Or you can't think of it right now?
I can't think... It's just, like, in the situation, like, the scenario that we're in.
Hey, you can't go on your phone. You can't go on your phone.
What if my daddy calls me?
Well, then you can answer. But the rule is for this is that if someone calls you, you gotta talk to him on speakerphone, so that everybody can listen in.
Okay.
So yeah, that was. I mean, I think it's two different types of confidence. I was I had confidence in myself.
Yeah, we kind
of. And like the way that, especially like the way that I looked and the way that.
Yeah.
Because that was when I was swimming and I lost a lot of weight. But now I've sort of gotten a different kind of confidence.
Yeah.
Because now I do the comedy stuff, and I think I'm smarter than I was then. Or I think that I'm smarter than I thought I was back then.
Yeah.
I was crazier back then, because I wanted to...
You were very attention-y.
Yeah. Yeah, I was an attention whore for sure.
Yeah.
I still am, but now it's in a different way.
I think you work for it more.
You think?
Yeah, you work for, like, the attention more. Which is a good thing. It's kind of like, you don't do stupid shit. Now you actually just, like plan out what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Methodically.
Yeah, I was a class clown then.
You still are, but not to the same extent.
Yeah, I'm not as much of a clown. Like, I just do stupid shit as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
I remember, I think this was you, yeah. We were taking a test in Miss Ferry's class, freshman year, and you farted. And everybody looked up and you just, like, raised your hand. You're like, yeah, okay. Like, that was hilarious.
I always complain about my girl problem. This is why.
That's true.
It's because I fart
funny?
really loud.
Yeah, Michael always complains about his girl problems. But, like, he knows the source of them.
Yeah, like, I know the problem.
Yeah.
Do you remember you showed me this picture of me in econ last year? And it was a picture of me, like, just sitting there, but you were behind me, and you could see my ass crack. And I'm like, I became ass crack kid. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I took a picture of your ass crack. Yeah.
I used to, no, because I was just sitting in class, and top of my ass crack was showing. I was like, I never wanted to be ass crack kid. Dude, Courtney and her sister are walking home.
How far do they live?
I don't know. That's kind of cool, though.
They live pretty far.
Really?
Do they really?
Yeah.
Maybe they're walking to the bus.
Do you want to give them a ride?
Nope.
Okay.
At least
I hope they never
I really hope they listen to this podcast and they're like, man, they're gonna give us a ride.
Man,
Lasia.
Courtney Corlett. I hope you never listen to this. Yeah, we're at the library right now. We're in the parking lot because Lasia and I were trying to write some stuff this morning before we go to work, and we wanted to get this out of the way with Vaibhav because I was worried that this would never happen.
I knew it was.
You know? Do you think that you crave attention?
To a certain extent. But I feel like I've become a lot more, like, timid, especially this past year.
Yeah.
And just, like, calm down. I used to be really, like, hyped up, and then now I feel like this time I'm just, like, a lot more chill and just let things happen.
I think that's the difference between fake confidence and real confidence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Because you don't, like, back then, like, you wanted girls to like you. I don't think you really care now.
I don't really like it when girls like me, to be honest.
Like, you don't like it now.
Like, it's nice, but, like, I want to like somebody, and I want them to like me back. I don't want people that I don't really care about to like.
You liked a girl for like a year, right? This past year you were hung up over a girl.
Yeah, we don't need to discuss that.
I mean, we don't have to discuss the specifics of it, but I think it's...
Yeah.
But, yeah, you liked a girl a lot, and she just only saw you as, like, a friend, and it really pissed you off.
How much more blatant can I be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But...
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Yeah. You know that.
Yeah. I know that pretty well.
Yeah, you do know that.
So, yeah, you know, what are you going to do?
Not like people, that's a solution. But yeah, it isn't working.
This year's been crazy for you, because that happened, where you like that girl, and it was, like, hard for you to, like, you know...
Yeah.
Come to... And then not only that, but I think that like, a lot of shit changed for you, because remember you were sick with a cold for about a month, and you were sick with a cold, and people were like, Vaibhav, what's wrong? And you're like, I'm sick with a cold, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And it started like December, like late December.
Yeah.
And
it was like right before winter break.
Yeah. And you're like, dude, I have a cold. I'm like, okay, but it lasted like a week.
It's a big deal for me to get sick, because I never got sick. Like, I haven't gotten sick since like I went into sophomore year during the summer when I went to India. You know what I'm saying? And I got like a malaria shot after I got malaria. And I haven't gotten sick since then, you know?
You think that malaria saved you, like, from any other disease?
No, I think that, I don't know, I just, like, really built up my immune system. Because if you go to India, you have to be a fucking strong-ass motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So many mosquitoes there.
Right.
And, like, it's fucking disgusting, you know?
Dude, stop hating on India. You hate on India more than anybody.
I had to stay in a village for most of the time. Like, the village my dad kind of grew up in, so it was kind of shitty. But, like, I like the city part.
But you, and then wait, so yeah, your dad, do you want to talk about your dad? Because that's you told me that you've always wanted to write a little novel about your dad's life.
Yeah, but
he
pissed me off this morning.
I remember.
So.
I remember. Searching Success.
Yes, that's what it was called.
Is the name of this novel. Because your dad started from the bottom, and now he's here, dude. He is here.
In the middle class.
Dude, not really. He's like upper middle for sure.
Yeah, I guess.
Because like what, he started out in like the, didn't you say essentially the slums?
Yeah, he was like in a slum. He was in like,
And your mom was like lower class, but not like a slum.
No, yeah, she wasn't like, you know.
Yeah, she wasn't like in poverty. She was just, you know, not rich.
Yeah.
And it took a lot for him to impress her, right?
Yeah.
Because like she was vegetarian Hindu and he wasn't. Yeah. I remember you told me that story.
Yeah. So like the way it works in India is like you meet like the potential like bride or husband or whatever, but like it's not really like you fall in love. It's just like kind of like an arrangement. It's just like that's exactly what it is. So my mom, basically, some people were. This was in America, I think. Actually, I don't know. It's like a weird ass timeline and shit, but basically, like some people my mom knew like some distant people my dad just recently met, and they're like, oh, he's looking for a wife. Oh, she's looking for a husband. What are the odds? And then they set it up, and then my mom visited my dad with like the people that were kind of connected in a sense, and he had to pretend, right? Yeah, he lied and he said he was vegetarian and super religious, which he's not, and like he had like a lot of chicken the day before. Like he cooked a lot, or like he obtained some chicken. I don't think he knows how to cook. Yeah. So he threw that shit on top of the refrigerator, and he completely forgot about it and left it there for like a week. Oh God. Yeah. So he lied to my mom, and then. So he had to fake it till he made it. Basically. He did. That's where you get it from. That's my whole family right there. That's where you get it from. And then they came to America and with like nothing, right? They came here with almost nothing, and they're doing really well now. I mean, they're not. We do aight. Yeah, you do pretty good. I mean, you guys got a few of the gas stations now, and no, we only have we have one, but we own the land to another. Okay, yeah, and doesn't he do insurance for New York Life? Yeah. Hit him up if you need some. No, yeah, man, that's awesome. That's a great story. But what were we talking about before that? Oh yeah, you got sick as fuck this year. Moderately sick. You got sick as fuck, dude. Because I remember, it went from a cold to after winter break, you came in and you were like obviously sick. You're like, I think it's strep, and people are like, no, I'll tell you what happened. These fuckers, man. Like, I want to be a doctor, But I think I realized how easy it is to be a doctor. You can misdiagnose somebody and you still get paid. Like, I went to the doctor after being sick, and like in the beginning of January, I think I went, like January 11th or some shit like that. And then my doctor wasn't there. She was in India because, you know, Indian people only trust other Indian doctors.
Yeah.
And then these were all fuckers.
You're all racist assholes.
Yeah, we really are. And then like I had this white doctor, and I was like, whatever. She wasn't even a doctor, I found out. She was like in the training.
Yeah.
And then she's like, it looks like you have the flu. And I'm like, okay. And I paid $100 to go to that visit, right? And then she was there. She looked at me for 2 minutes. She's like, yeah, you have the flu, but it's too late to give you any medicine or the shot because you've had it for more than a week or something like that.
So you just gotta wait it out.
She's like, by the end of this week, you'll be better. And you know what happened? At the end of the week, I felt better. So I was like, okay. But then right away, I got sick again. So like, it was like just one long sickness, but like had like a day of hope, basically.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'll keep going.
You started to think it was strep.
No, my sister's like, it could have been strep because my sister is going to be a doctor. But then I was like, maybe. She said it could be like mono or strep. So I went to the doctor, and so this time my doctor was there. But you know how they never like assume the worst thing?
Yeah.
They always like, they try to like work their way to it.
Yeah.
And she's like, you might have mono. And I'm just like, alright. So then I got some like antibiotics for that.
Yeah.
And it kind of worked, but it didn't completely work. So I got sick again. And then after that, I started losing a lot of weight, right? Yeah,
you lost like 30 pounds.
I lost like 30 pounds in like...
And you don't have a whole lot, like, I'm not a fat dude, so when you lose 30 pounds, it's like,
noticeable.
It's serious.
Yeah. So I lost like...
Didn't the doctor say like...
Okay, yeah, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I lost like 30 pounds in like 2 months, basically. And they were just like... Actually, what happened was, I lost 10 pounds in 1 week, because I just wouldn't eat. All I would do is sleep. And then the next week, I lost 5 pounds. And then, like, kind of slowly decreased. But I lost, like, 30 pounds altogether.
You were dying.
I guess. And then my doctor was like, she had no idea what was wrong. And then she's just like, are you depressed? And she's like, do you have a girlfriend? Like, insinuating, like, I got sick from that somehow.
She thought that you were, like, anorexic.
Yeah, well, she didn't think I was anorexic. She just thought I was, like, depressed. And she's like, do I need to get you a psychiatrist? And I'm like, and you know what's funny? Like, I had this discussion with her on my birthday. And I was just like, no, I'm perfectly fucking fine. I'm just not hungry.
Yeah.
And I was just so annoyed with it, you know? And I was just, like, so tired of people not believing me, like...
Yeah. And so, you didn't know what it was. I remember, because one day you were out of school for a few days, and you came in after you... Because you said you got the flu, right? And you came in. And, dude, I remember you were, like... This is my favorite... This is another story that I like to tell about you.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's exaggerated. It is exaggerated. But you were, like... in English class, just like shivering.
Yeah,
and you were like, I could tell that you were like struggling to breathe. Like you were struggling to keep your eyes open, you were struggling to breathe. And I swear to God, you were focusing on so hard on just keeping your vital organs pumping that your nose started to bleed. I swear to God, like blood started trickling. I'm like, oh my God, Vaibhav is actually really sick.
That's when you realize, right?
Yeah, dude. And then...
Yeah, and that was the last time I went to school.
For a while,
yeah.
And then, like, because
when that happened, I went to the clinic, and this is like right after my parents went to India.
Yeah. This
is like they went to India, like 5 days after my birthday or some shit, like 3 days.
Days you decided you need to go to the clinic.
No, I'll explain. Yeah, it's interesting. It's a long situation, and then so I went. I was like, Miss Lebman, can I go to the clinic, like, with the nosebleed, basically? And she, like, write me a pass. Because she was looking down, so she couldn't tell, like, all the shit that I was going through at the time. And then she's like, write me a pass. I'm like, okay. Like, I was not going to argue with that. So I just, like, I wrote a pass, and she's, like, signing it, like, reluctantly. I hope she listens to this. Yeah, so she's signing it, and I go, and then they find out, like, oh, you have a 103 fever. And I'm like...
You need to go home.
You need to go home, and you can't come back tomorrow either. Because you know you can't come within 24 hours or some shit because you're still checking if you're contagious. Yeah, so then that happened. And my grandpa was taking care of me at the time because my parents went to India. and like he was staying at my house and shit, but I didn't know his number, I don't think. So I called Akash's, my best friend.
Yeah, he was in Georgetown.
Yeah, he was in Georgetown. I called Akash's mom because she's also like one of my like other contacts that can release me and shit. So then I called her and I'm like, yeah, I'm just sick. Like, and I have a fever, so I can't stay here. And she's like, all right, he can go, because that wasn't a big deal. And she's like, do you need me to bring you food or anything? But she's just like the nicest lady ever. I'm like, no, I'm fine. And then I got home and I didn't go to school and I did not get better at all. This is long as shit.
No,
and then
it's interesting. And then you.
Okay, so then like they made me get blood work done, and they noticed that like my vitals were really low. I like low blood count. Yeah. My hemoglobin was really low. I was anemic and shit. So then they were like...
Didn't you like pass out on the floor or something?
No, I fall asleep really easily because I have no energy.
And then so your grandpa knew that something was wrong. And then when Daisy came down from Chicago, she's like, Vaibhav needs to go to the hospital now.
No, kind of. That's kind of what happened. Because
Daisy's your sister.
Yeah, Daisy's this sister that's gonna be a doctor.
Okay.
Yeah. So she lives in Chicago, you know, doing her shit. And my doctor, who's really good family friends with me, called Daisy because, like, you know, my parents were gone.
Yeah.
And Daisy was like, you know, she actually understands the medical shit. So then she told him, like, my results. And I didn't know, like, they didn't tell me anything. But basically, it looked like my results, like, I had cancer.
Yeah, you thought you had leukemia.
Yeah, they thought I had, like, you know, something. And I was just like... I didn't know, so it was pretty funny. Like, I just thought I was sick, right? And then Daisy's like, I'm coming home tomorrow to take care of you. So then she came home, and then 2 days later, I started getting, like, really bad nosebleeds.
Yeah.
And then she was like, I remember I woke up kind of early, and then, like, they were putting, like, cold towels on me because I was, like, overheating, basically.
Were you scared?
Yeah, but I was just really sleepy. I literally would just not stop yelling at them. I was just like, I just want to sleep. Like, just let me, like, be my sleepy ass self. Let me just go to sleep. And then, I know it was really early because I woke up. They moved me to the couch, started putting cold towels on me, and I fell asleep on the couch. But like, I literally like lost so much blood that day because I had like a non-stop nosebleed. They had to like get a trash can. It was fucking nasty.
Oh shit! Dude.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me about that.
Yeah, and then I went to sleep, and my sister woke me up at 10 o'clock. She's like, we're going to the hospital. Because, you know, just like it got...
You're losing too much blood.
Yeah, basically. And then we went to the hospital, and I remember, like, I was so calm about it because after, like, I woke up from a nap and I felt pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like 10 in the morning, so I got a nap after I woke up, basically. And then, yeah, so, like, she's like, we're going to the hospital. I was so dazed and confused because she woke me up, and we just walked out the door right away. And then we went to the hospital, and since my doctor has privileges at the specific hospital we went to, my sister's like, okay, we should be able to walk straight into there, like, because my doctor called in. We were in the ER for, like, an hour and a half, and my sister's freaking out, so pissed, and I'm literally just, like, sitting in the chair, like, can you calm down? Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Because I saw people walking in, and somebody was, like, struggling to walk and shit, and I was like, they have it worse than me.
Yeah, right.
So I was just like, it's not that bad. And I was just chilling, like, I just periodically would get up to get water and walk around, basically. And she's, like, freaking out. And then, yeah, so that was fun. And
I remember just, like, messaging you, and you're like, dude, what's... And you're like, I'm in the hospital. And you're like... And I remember, because I asked you, I was like, what's wrong? Like, what? And you're like, I want to tell you in person. And I was like, oh, my God. Like, Vaibhav has cancer. Vaibhav's dying. Yeah. That's honestly what I thought. I was like, oh, shit. And, I think Lasia and Juan were the first ones to visit you, right?
Yeah, it was Lasia, Juan.
They came on...
Yeah.
Was it Valentine's Day?
No.
It was Sunday.
I don't know what day it was.
They came to visit you on a Sunday. I remember that. And then Julie, and Gabby came the next day to visit you after school.
Gabby was so emotional. She made me feel so bad. Yeah. She almost cried. And I was like, oh.
But you were okay. I mean, you had a blood disease.
Yeah.
But, like, it's something that's treatable. You know what I mean? And, like, you lost a lot of weight. You lost a lot of, muscle mass.
Yeah.
But they put you on some medicine, and now you're...
Yeah, I'm getting better.
You're getting better. Like, the medicine is they found the right dosage now, right?
Yeah, basically.
So, yeah. Do you feel healthy?
Yeah. Still tired, but not, like, as much.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I can stay up till, like, 3 o'clock on a regular basis in the morning.
Yeah. Especially during summer, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's scary. That's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Especially when they're like, oh yeah, you might have leukemia.
Yeah, but the thing is, they didn't tell me until they found out what I had. They didn't want me to freak out. So
yeah.
Daisy really took care of me.
Yeah.
She really, yeah.
She flew down from Chicago to help you.
She like took off a month of basically like learning for me. So
yeah, I mean, and you said that your relationship with your dad changed a lot too.
Yeah.
Because he used to kind of just think of you like as a lazy asshole, right?
Yeah.
And afterwards, like they ended their trip from India early to come see you.
Yeah, because so before my parents went to India, because my mom, she was so excited about going because my dad always goes on trips, like multiple times a year. He goes to like Las Vegas
and never takes her.
Yeah, I never takes her, but she's always taking care of me. I was like, go, I can take care of myself. And then a couple days before she left, I was like, can you give me the insurance card because I have a feeling I might have to go to the hospital. And she's just like, yeah, I'll leave it, but don't say that kind of stuff because then I feel bad for going, you know? Like, especially she's gonna like think that she neglected me and shit, right? And then she was just like, yeah, I'll leave it. And I'm like, do that because at that point I could just tell like I was not getting better. And then they came back from India like a month early, basically.
I remember Daisy telling me at the hospital that when you guys first went to the hospital, she was afraid to tell your parents. She's like, all right, we're going to see if we can not tell your parents.
No, we didn't tell my mom. Because my mom's the kind of person that she's a worrier.
Yeah,
she freaks out about shit. My dad, he's really calm about things. He knows he can't change that. And then so we told my dad, and a lot of people in India knew, and except my mom. And it was funny, like the way my mom found out was, so like they went to visit like some like kind of distant relatives, but if you know my parents, like they're actually like extremely popular people.
Oh, they are?
Like they know a lot of people, especially in the U.S., but they have connections back to India a lot. So then my parents like visited some of their friends or relatives.
Yeah. And
they were like, oh, how's Vaibhav doing? He's okay. He's just in the hospital. He's stable and shit like that. And my mom had no idea I was in the hospital. My dad did, but he kept that on the low, you know?
Yeah.
And then she's just like...
She freaked out. What?
No, she didn't freak out. She's actually like, I'm surprised she did this, but she stayed calm. And then when they left their house, she got so pissed at my dad. She's like, how can you not tell me this shit?
Jeez.
And then, yeah. Pretty funny.
But you said that like your relationship with your dad changed, right?
Yeah, I did.
Because didn't you say your dad cried and held you?
Yeah, he did.
When he first saw you?
Bad. I feel bad for that, but I can't change it, right? No. I didn't do anything. No, but he does care, but he's like so bad at showing it, basically. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's a hard thing to show that you care, especially if you're like. You know. Yeah, he's always tough on me, but like, especially my mom is so out there and like nice to me that like he doesn't want to like give me too much love. She babies you a little bit, so he has to like meet it. Yeah, he has to match it with being hard on you. Well, that's I don't know, dude. Yeah. So you feel good now? How did the experience change you at all? How do you think it changed you? A lot, yeah. Like your perspective on life, or? I'm so sweaty, dude. Yeah, I don't like this music. What? I don't like this music.
Skip up a track.
Alright, it's better. I don't know.
Lasia's so sick. I feel so bad. You should call into work, dude.
I get in at 3. It'd be terrible.
Okay.
I feel like I've become more of a considerate person. Yeah. Kind of like value life more. Basically. Yeah. And yeah, I think I care about people's feelings more, you know? Yeah. I mean, that was another reason, like, because, like, didn't you say that, and you didn't even really apply to many places out of state because, because you got sick, right? No, well, most of the applications were due by the 1st, you know? And your mom didn't want you to go out of state? No, it was definitely an option if I got in. I didn't think I was going to get in out of state. You got into a few Chicago schools. I got into Urbana. I got into University of Illinois. Yeah. And I got into UT Austin, and I got into Penn State, and then And your mom wanted you to stay close to Florida. Well, after I got sick, the day my parents got home, which was like the day after I got from the hospital, I got out. They were like, please apply to USF because I didn't apply to USF. And just in case, and I'm like, I'm not going to USF no matter what. My dad's like, yeah, you're not going to USF, but just in case.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to USF.
You're going to UF.
I'm going to UF.
Cool. And that's who's going? Matthew's going there. Nora's going there. Jessica's going there.
Yeah.
Daniel Mitchell's going there. Is that it?
I think so.
Wow. Yeah, not a lot of people got into UF.
Not that. Yeah. I'm surprised Red's not going, but.
Money, dude.
He's getting money, right?
He's getting a lot of money from USF. I think he's going for free. So.
I'd still rather go to UF, but that's just me. I mean.
You have the Florida prepaid, so it's a different situation for you.
Yeah.
Because either way, like you can go to any Florida school you want. It's gonna be the same. So yeah, dude, that's a crazy story. Your sickness.
Long as fuck,
your
dude.
sickness. It was long, but I mean, like, I don't know. I think
feel like we're an hour in, are we?
We're 55 minutes in.
We can keep it going for a while.
Yeah. Usually we do like an hour. Like there's a couple of them that ended like 55 minutes in. A couple of them go to like an hour, 12.
Yeah, but we only talked about one story, and I didn't. It wasn't even an interesting one.
I think it was pretty interesting. I mean, you won an award for it.
Yeah, it's not an award. It's like a recognition.
At the IB night. At the IB night, Vaibhav got recognized because he got sick his senior year.
But
and he didn't
appreciate it, but the thing is, I feel like it's a pity award, like, honestly.
I think that they felt bad that you got sick, but I don't think it was a pity award because they recognized the fact that you didn't let it affect you. Like you kept going with your school. Well, you know what I mean? Like you didn't use it as an excuse. And I think that it impressed them more than they pitied you.
Well, I was always I got Student of the Month after I got out, like after I was like...
That was probably pity award.
Yeah, that was. But like, I'm like, I deserve to be Student of the Month before that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I realized, like, people don't get recognized for always being great. They always get recognized after they have to, like, overcome something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, why don't people that are consistently just working at it get recognized?
I never got Student of the Month. Lasia, you get Student of the Month?
Mm-hmm.
Well, man, dude, honestly, I don't think... I know Juan got Student of the Month a couple times.
A couple times?
Maybe just once, but I think he got it a couple times.
That's funny.
So yeah, dude, I never got Student of the Month. So
I dedicate my Student of the Month to Will.
You got the last one. Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Why?
Because he wanted to get it for so long.
So you got it and then slapped him in the face with it?
No, I was like, this one's for you, Will.
This is for you, Will. This is for you. Yeah, I don't know why hardly anyone got it, dude.
No, I mean...
You got the last one. You got the April one, right?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I found out at prom.
That was awesome.
They're like, oh, by the way, you got Student of the Month. I'm like, no way. That was funny.
They do it for each grade, right?
Yeah, only one person per grade.
I get you.
I wonder the one that, like, nominated me for it, you know?
Probably Miss Ledman because she felt bad for making you write her a pass.
Yeah, okay. She probably doesn't even know.
No, she probably doesn't.
Yeah. I missed, like, 2 straight weeks. Like.
What are you, So you're going to UF now. You overcame the shit. What are you trying to do in your future?
Bro, this experience taught me one thing: to party part. I'm just kidding.
No. Live life like you never lived before.
Yeah, basically.
YOLO.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something in the medical profession. Medical.
Didn't you say you want to do neuroscience?
I was thinking neuroscience or radiology.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like really interested in that too, so it's nice.
Yeah.
And then you also tell me about like you want to do business eventually.
Yeah, like once I establish my medical career, make enough money, I'm just gonna
dabble in business.
Yeah, dabble.
Yeah, that's cool, dude.
Yeah.
And you're going to UF for what? What are you majoring in right now?
I didn't decide my major.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna do. People were saying biochem because it's like useful, but at the same time, biochem is so fucking hard. Like,
is it?
Yeah, it's like 4. It's like 2 or 3 chem classes, 2 or 3 bio classes.
In your undergrad, it doesn't even matter. So yeah, why would you do that shit?
I think I'm gonna do kinesiology and physiology.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't. If you can pick an easier one, pick the easier one.
Yeah,
for Christ's sake.
there's a lot. So I think I might do a minor in a business.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, especially if you do the kinesiology, and if you do the biochem, you might be a little bit preoccupied with freaking out over your crazy work.
Dude, so much science.
Yeah, dude. We gotta keep in touch though. We gotta keep in touch.
It's gonna be hard not to, you know. Even when you come down.
It's gonna be pretty easy to not keep in touch because we're not gonna touch it. We're not gonna see each other. That's the thing is that I'm worried. Like all these people that are really close to me that I'm not gonna talk to anymore. Like we have a reason to talk to each other because we went to school with each other every single day in the classes.
But the thing is, we live so close to each other that when we get back, we're just gonna like hang out. You know what I'm saying?
Friends by convenience, man. The friends by convenience are the ones that last a lifetime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. Because eventually it gets inconvenient, and they're still friends. So.
Yeah, because you've been friends for too long to not be friends.
Yeah. So man, the future. What do you want in your future?
I want a family.
All right, don't be William Chen Fong.
Bro,
what do you want? What do you want out of life?
I just want to be able to, honestly, I want to be successful enough to where my family doesn't have to worry.
Okay.
That's like I don't want my kids to ever be afraid to ask me something or just not have an experience because I can't afford it or something. You know?
You want to have enough. But money isn't everything to you.
No, it's not. Okay. Because after a certain point, what are you gonna do with all of it?
You can buy the Rolex, like we were talking about.
I'll buy that Rolex.
$20,000 on a watch. Is there anything that you want to change about yourself in the future? Is there anything because you've changed a lot from high school and middle school? Is there anything you want to be different? What do you want to be different in college?
I want to be happy. I'm happy with myself, I think, for the most part, you know. I'm a pretty strong person, right?
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, there's always things to improve on. I want to be smarter, so I just gotta work harder, right?
Yeah.
But you can basically change anything about yourself.
Yeah, it's hard to, but you can.
You really can. It's not
it's easier to not change, but
yeah. But if you really want to change, you can. It's not really.
Yeah.
It's about how much you want to change, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like losing weight or getting in shape, you know.
Yeah.
If you really want to, you just gotta put the effort in.
Right. Discipline.
Yeah.
And working on it. Yeah. Damn, man. Where do you want to live?
I think maybe you said I would look good. You think Chicago, right?
I think that you'd be good in Chicago.
Yeah, maybe. And then I like Dallas a lot. I like Texas.
Yeah, you went and saw your cousins there, right?
Yeah.
That was a really nice experience.
It's just such a nice city. And it's so much to do. It's impossible to get bored there.
I hope I can make enough money so that I can stay in New York. But chances are I'm not gonna be able to stay because it's expensive as fuck.
Yeah, it's expensive.
So.
I was thinking maybe New York.
Are you gonna work on some films with us this summer?
If you guys invite me.
Yeah, dude. Well, I gotta have some actors on this shit.
I get my own song in your album, right? In your mixtape.
Oh yeah, of course. You're gonna have the biggest feature on the album.
Not even. No, I'm gonna. At this point, bro, I got some pretty dope bars. I wrote some.
Do you want to give us a little preview?
Hell no.
Okay.
I'm gonna surprise the whole crowd with that shit.
You ready to wrap this shit up? Do you want me to ask you my question that I always ask at the end of these podcasts? Anything else you want to chat about or no?
I don't know what the question is. So.
Is there anything else that you want to...
No, you asked me some questions, man.
I'm going to ask you the question.
Not the final question, but
it's the final question, dude.
Ask me... No, I thought we were going to make this one the best one.
I mean, I think it's been pretty good.
It's been pretty good? Not the best, though.
I don't know who's the best. They're all the same.
That's true.
They're all the same shit. So, do you have anything else that... Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Uh-oh. All right, you guys still there? Is everything good?
Yeah, it's your side.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the mic just fell over. Oops. So yeah, I don't know. If there's anything else you want, anything else that you feel like I missed.
I don't think so. My life's pretty clean cut, right? It's pretty.
I guess so.
Black and white.
Vaibhav. Did I tell the story about how you cut my mom off?
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
It was her fault.
It wasn't her fault. My mom was... So, Vaibhav is
I like to get from point A to point B when I drive.
And Vaibhav likes to be on good terms with everybody's parents.
I do.
Vaibhav is a little bit of a kiss ass with everybody's parents.
When I go to Gabby's house, I wash her dishes.
Yes, exactly. He is that type of person. So, whenever he sees mom, he's like, "Hi, Mrs. Miller. You look beautiful today."
I don't think it's that extensive, but yeah.
It's close.
It's close.
And one time, Vaibhav is a aggressive driver.
I like to get
his license plate says Vaibhav. He has his name as his license plate. His Beamer, his license plate is Vaibhav. And one time he cut my mom off because he was driving like a crazy person. And she's like, is that Vaibhav? That looks like his car. And that's a license plate. And next time she saw you, she's like, thanks for cutting me off, Vaibhav. And you're like, it wasn't me. She's like, I saw the license plate. And you're like, it wasn't me. Yeah. That's like Eddie Murphy's bit. Wasn't me.
With that Shaggy song.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, I'm just gonna ask a question, and we're gonna wrap this up because I don't want to. They're not good when you drag
Drag
them on.
out, yeah.
Yeah. So honestly, Vaibhav, I usually ask this question because I think it's interesting because a lot of the times, like when people do, like ask a question like this, they always ask, if you could go back in time and tell yourself something, you know what I mean? What would you say to yourself? Mm-hmm. But I always like to do, because this is, a future-based sort of thing, because we're talking about, like, our life and then, the future after it. So, if you could go into the future and see, and you listen to this in 10, 20 years, you know what I mean? You go back and listen to this, and you listen to, Vaibhav at 18 years old. Because I think that would be cool. Like, if you have this be like, oh, one of my opinions, what happened, like, what was I like then? Because this is an hour-long conversation. You really get a feel of what it is.
Yeah.
And, what would you want to say now on this podcast to you in 10, 20 years? What would you want?
Oh, damn, that's a good one.
It is a pretty good question,
right? Question. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't want to cry, man. This music has got me. Is this the music you always play?
No.
Okay, I don't know, it's just... I don't want to say anything about family, because if I don't have a family in 10 years, you know how sad that shit would be? Well, I'm probably not going to have a family in 10 years,
Not in 10 years, but I think you will. Because 10 years, you'll be fresh out of school, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll probably be, like, almost married at that point.
Serious girlfriend type of thing.
Yeah.
What would you want to say to yourself? Like, what does this Vaibhav believe? What are your hopes and dreams for yourself? You're speaking directly to yourself right now, Vaibhav.
Yeah. I don't know. It's worth it. I don't know. Just like everything's worth it. You know what I'm saying? Just work for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't give up on shit.
Yeah.
I remember I told someone at the party that I had on Sunday. I was like, she was saying that she doesn't want to be a veterinarian because it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen.
Yeah, that was good.
And I was like, your whole life is going to be work, no matter what.
So.
No matter what, your life is going to be work. So why not work for something?
Yeah.
Like, if you actually want to work for something, it's worth it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, just these 10 years, it's going to be like, my life's going to go like either one way or another. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty like defined at that point, you know? So, like, just whatever I do, it's worth it. Just keep going, basically. Just work at it.